So obviously there's a lot of transition with the football team this year, coaching changes, all that.
Yeah.
How much, say, do you have that, and do you sit down with Urban and the rest of the coaching staff?
Yeah. Well, Urban comes to me. And,
Okay.
We talk about staffing. We did it in December at the bowl game, and right after the game was over, and we chatted about.
Right after the
Yeah,
game.
he brings it to me, and he, I need to do this. I want to look at this, and so I can't remember the exact dates, but we had a fluid flow of conversation over days about what he wanted to do, and he began to talk about people, who he wanted to get, and so we went through that process, and he kind of had a vision for what he felt he needed to do, and what he's done is phenomenal. I mean, Ryan Day is like off the chain, and Kevin Wilson is like a mad scientist, and I mean, they're really, really good people, and they fit our culture. And so, he was pretty clear, and we kind of knew Luke had a chance.
Right.
We weren't sure.
It's been like that for a while. Though.
Yeah. He was always. I think he's been ready, and that's the perfect fit for Luke. I'm so happy for him, and so we knew that was a possibility. So we always kind of had Bill Davis in mind, who was already here, and so that was a benefit for us. And so, we chatted about a lot.
So when Kevin Wilson, when you guys were considering him, I have to ask, the way he left Indiana, was that brought up at all?
Oh, yeah, we talked about that from the beginning before he even made the call. And so we talked about who would do what relative to betting. And so he had his list to call. I had my list to call, and mine obviously was first to the AD, Fred Glass, and who's a good friend, and I've known Kevin for a while. And so we kind of went through the details of what happened there, and I felt comfortable in the end.
Okay.
And so then Urban and I come together and we talk about what we found out, and so we felt comfortable. Kevin sat at this table, and we had a good conversation about what happened there and how it's going to work here. People, we have a culture, and it works, and so I think for him transitioning into our culture and how we operate, it won't be an issue.
Yeah. And then when you were talking to Kevin, is there anything you'd like to share? Keep it private
Between us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was man to man.
Yeah, absolutely. But the way, when I was reading about it, just seemed like a very convoluted kind of story. Is that what you got when you talked to Fred
I
Glass?
got more details from Fred, and obviously I won't talk about that. But it gave me a comfort level.
Okay.
And I knew people at Oklahoma when Kevin was at Oklahoma, so I talked to people there. So you look at a person's whole life, and so then you look at the situation he was in and what happened there, and I get it. Having done this for 32 years, I get it. And so then it became more about, the eye-to-eye conversation, and he was phenomenal. He was absolutely phenomenal. And of course, Urban has known him for a long time and trusted him. So that helped me. So he was thoroughly vetted, and he was, we had a good, candid conversation. So he'll fit our culture fine. And our culture is not about an individual. And we all admit we all have flaws. So our whole thing is help each other see themselves. I mean, that's, self-awareness is such an important thing. And if we don't help people see things that they might not see, then we're doing a disservice to our student athletes we serve. We call it the blind spot. And I admit my team, gee, that's your blind spot. Yeah, you're right. So you have to talk to people that way. Otherwise, they don't get better. And so if there was ever a peaking of something from him, we'd be on it.